Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Wait.
Sure.
I was just telling you. I will repeat from the beginning. Good evening, candidates. I welcome you for this Central Bank of India and Punjab National Bank credit officers interview guidance. I think this is seventh or sixth day class we are conducting, and the previous day class recordings are available in the video list that will be given to you. I, in case some new candidates are listening to it now live in YouTube, I would request you to join our group by paying 610 rupees to Gpay number 90030375557 and send screenshot to me. I will send you materials, videos. Then you can join everyday classes that I conduct like this and also take two mock interviews. In case you are a candidate who has attended last year credit officer interview from me, with me, or any other federal bank probationary officer interview with me, or IBPS PO interview with me, then now you can pay rupees 100 less than the amount mentioned. 610 minus 100 means 510. Like that, they can pay only those people who have already taken interview guidance from me. So this is what it is. So only thing is time is running very fast. I would request you to join early and make it a grand success. Yeah. That is good. Now, I was answering a question asked by Atul about what we should study, how we should study. I have been telling you in the various videos about that. Let me tell you number one, you please go through the website of your bank. Don't believe the notes that I have given you. Do not believe them alone. Go through the website of the bank, Punjab National Bank, then Central Bank of India, and please be ready for the question. What do you know about our bank? I have already told you what are the different points you should cover in that. Namely, when the bank was started, who is the MD and CEO of the bank, where is the headquarters, how many branches are there, how many ATMs are there, then what are the recent awards received by them, what are the corporate social responsibility they have done, then what are the business figures of our bank as on 31/3/2025. Not only that, you must go through the website of the bank thoroughly and find out what are the various savings bank deposits they are giving, what are the various current accounts they are giving, what are the various fixed deposit, recurring deposit they are giving. Among them, first to find out minimum period, maximum period, then a rate of interest, not for every period, but for savings bank, you must know. You must also know what is the maximum rate of interest offered. These details you must know. Then you must go to the other products, namely loan products, retail loan products. What are they giving? You should know about them. And out of them, prepare for three or four items, features like car loan, then education loan, then a housing loan. For all these things, to what are the conditions to be followed by that, you must go through the website and get to know about it. Also, go through the digital services rendered by them. This alone will not do for answering about the bank. You must go through the latest advertisements of bank in the newspaper or in their social websites like Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. Valarmati, please switch off your mic. Yeah. So you must go through like that and get to know the latest programs they have introduced, what for the bank was in the news. If there is some negative news, leave it. Take up only the positive news and retain these points with you so that you can answer for the question, what do you know about our bank? Why do you want to join our bank? What makes you prefer our bank? Like these questions, you can use all this information. Not only that, not only that, I was trying to answer Atul about what you should study. Number one, you should first go through latest list of Central Bank of India credit officer interview questions, which has been given to you already. Please go through that and prepare the answers for them. Prepare the answers for them. That is what is more important. Don't believe my telling you in the class. However, you can have a notebook in this class and note down the important points I am telling now and then. Not only that, you have nearly 500 plus videos in the link that is provided to you under Punjab National Bank Credit Officer. Last year, nearly 250 candidates were with us from Punjab National Bank alone, out of which 162 candidates were selected. So please go through those videos, and in those videos, some places I would have given some concepts like balance sheet, then working capital finance, then term loan finance, ratio analysis, like this. Wherever I have given a concept, please listen to that video carefully, take down notes. Then, regarding other videos, I know you will tell there is no time, but you cannot escape it. You go through the videos from the reverse order and listen to them. Whenever some question is being asked, most of the videos will have common questions like, tell us about yourself, tell us about Punjab National Bank, like this. Among these areas, in some videos, candidates would have answered very well. Please note down those points and retain them with you. Candidates who have done MBA finance, certainly bank management will expect a higher level of knowledge from you, so that you must be able to manage questions relating to balance sheet analysis, ratio analysis, and credit monitoring arrangement, then CGT, MSc scheme, then Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, then PMEGP scheme, then Kisan credit card, then what are the agriculture advances? Like these things you must know. And unfortunately, majority candidates, they are not familiarizing themselves even with the basic question, priority sector advances. What are the various priority sector advances? What is the maximum limit can be granted? Then what are the conditions for that? And how much under agriculture the bank should give 18% of their total advances? Like that, so many conditions are there. Please go through them. If you cannot get them directly here, I would suggest you are going to rbi.org.in and then get to know about how much they should give. In fact, in the Punjab National Bank details I have provided, they have given out of the expected level of 18, we have done 18.08 like that. Please go through that also. Then, after that, what happens? I have given in the folder provided to you four question paper booklet. Most of them, some of the repetition will be there. Please go through all of them. I have given one credit officer interview question compilation last year. So then, credit officer question number two, like that, two, three, four papers I have given. Please go through them and take down notes of important points so that you can answer them well in the class. So that's what it is. And whenever I ask you question in the class, it is not for fun. It is not for making mock of mock of you. No, no, no. It is to give an opportunity for you to speak out and test your ability to answer. In recent interviews I conducted, candidates on account of various factors, you have lot of issues. Some of us are married, some of us have children, some of us have not been employed for 6 years, some of us have family problems like father ill. Invariably, I have seen last time, in one bank interview, about four candidates' parents were hospitalized and three candidates were hospitalized themselves. That happens mostly in Kerala because of the seasonal conditions and all that. So do not wait till for preparing till the last date. Start reading now. I'm sure you will forget. Again, revise them like your college examinations, how you will study. A good student will prepare regularly in the class during the class days, then revise them finally. But majority people nowadays they say, I don't study every day. I study before exam only. Such things will not help you here because they test your ability to communicate with confidence. Those people who are from North India are lucky, they can talk in Hindi. But those people from South India who do not know Hindi, you will have to communicate in English. Unfortunately, majority of us, I include myself also, we have problems in communicating in English. And that difficulty can be overcome only if you read loudly at home, practice talking to others at least during the next 10 days in English, think in English, read every day's newspaper, read at least current affairs snippets, then automatically your ability to communicate will improve. This is what I would like to tell you generally. This is the Atul was asking some question. Say how to prepare. The best preparation is by going through the materials I have given. I have given some concepts, materials. Go through them. But there is not much of a time for going through all that. In which case, go through the questions asked and prepare for them. At least do that way. That will make you succeed. After our studying all this, when we go there, they may not ask many tough questions. Punjab National Bank, unfortunately, the interview is to be held in one place, Delhi, Noida, or something, I don't know. In which case, all the people from Kanyakumari will have to go to that place. Not, and you will have to, that tension will be there. Some cannot travel alone. You have to travel along with others. Central bank, how they are going to conduct, we don't know. Sometimes they used to conduct in their zonal offices or regional office. Even Punjab National Bank was doing like that year before last and all. From last year, they have made it centralized. Centralized means what? One day you will have 15 batches sitting, but this time it may not be that much. Number is not much, only 1,200. So they may have about five, 6 or 7 batches every day. Every batch will have 40 candidates, 240 candidates per day. 5 days it will be over. I don't know how many days they are taking. Anybody knows what is the first date of interview, last date of interview for PNB?
Yes, sir.
So it's 14 first and
Starting
the last
last
Last is 19th, sir.
19.
19, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, maybe in between there may be a gap also. 5 days. That's what I said. 240 candidates per day, 5 days. It will be over. So they will do it like a machine. They cannot talk like what I am doing now. They cannot spend time with you. Even I am not able to spend more than 15, 20 minutes with you. They will take only 10 minutes. Within those 10 minutes, you must create a good impression in the mind of the listeners. 1 minute. One candidate wants to join now. One candidate wants to join now. Yeah. Um, yeah, 1 minute. What is the name of number of this candidate? See, many of us, uh, in fact, if there are some good friends of yours, tell them to join our group early, not for money, but if they lose time, they won't be able to prepare properly. That's what I am telling. Okay, very good. Now, um, we are here. Yeah. Today the number is good, but I am very unhappy that majority of you are not attending the classes, though you can attend. For example, there are people working in banks or other establishments where they work till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. They may not be able to attend, they can listen to the videos. But and even in that, Harjot is working in the office, still is keeping it on to listen. I don't know whether it will be able to help him learn this, but still, there are some such good candidates like that also. So please try to take efforts for preparing knowledge regarding banking, regarding credit, regarding general knowledge, regarding your family, regarding your native place, regarding your strengths, weaknesses, regarding your achievements, then regarding the bank, as I told you initially about what are the things you should know about the bank. All those things plus union ministers list, state ministers list, all these things you must be thorough. You must be thorough with all these things. Prepare seriously and be ready to answer them. This is what it is. Now, based on what I have told, Atul, are you there? Atul is there or not there?
Yes, sir.
Atul,
I'm here, sir.
yeah. I have clarified some points to you. I do
Right,
not
sir.
know whether there are any other points in your mind that you require clarification.
Yeah, some points. So earlier we discussed again the RBI policy, monetary policy, and what are the ratios like. So this comes to the I think export credit also play the important like ECGC is there. Uh, that
Yeah.
is again yeah. So some
No,
of
but
these kind of the point
no,
again the
but
Basel norms
all
are
the
there, right?
all these no, all these things. The problem is we forget. Today you are going to
Correct.
study. By 15th, when you appear for interview, you would have forgotten. So in
Right, sir.
between, you revise it second time, third time also. That will be
Sure, sure.
better. And In fact, Atul, I am not, I am happy to say he is one of the top performers within our group. Whether he gets selected or not, that depends on his luck. That also is very important. Many times luck plays an important role. I prepare Atul very well for interview, and he goes as the
Right.
last candidate on that date. The interviewers are very tired. They may give a low marks even though he is going to answer. It all
Right, sir. But
depends.
my interview was on the first, like the 14th of July.
That is a disadvantage. that is a dis-
Right.
that is really a disadvantage because you cannot know the trend they are
Correct.
following this year.
At least
La,
in between, if it is like in 15th or 16th of July, like it is fine, because in first
la, la,
day we'll get to know about like what are the types of
yeah,
the question
last
and what
year,
what trend they are following.
last year they asked some new question about one tax that was stopped. Then they asked about amortization. Some new questions they asked. That happened on the first or second day. Those candidates were at a disadvantage, whereas other candidates who followed same questions they repeated on the following days also. So I would request you to establish contact with other groups also, if you know other boys and girls, and find out what are the questions they are asking and note down them, share them with us in our group so that it spreads. I will take it to my record so that it stays permanently in our record so that we can prepare on that one. I forgot what is the name of the tax that was asked last year. Um, for that, one of the very bright candidates of our group, Niharika Agrawal, she is MBA, but unfortunately, she did not have a clear cut certificate favoring finance as her subject. Shows she was rejected. So that is how things happen. So now the point here is so I am now trying to tell you please prepare, revise, be ready, and they won't be asking tough questions. They will ask simple question whether you can answer them about your father's occupation, something like that. Okay, thank you. This you might have noticed because already I have started conducting Central Bank of India, Punjab National Bank credit officer mock interview. If you cannot watch the previous year's videos, at least watch current year's videos of those candidates. That will be helping you a lot. Very good. Now, what we can do is that 1 minute. Hmm. Any questions or any doubts you have, or otherwise, shall we go for our Central Bank of India questions and try to find out whether we can get some answers for them? Yeah, 1 minute. You, mm, why I am taking that one? It has come in the form of PowerPoint given by
Hello.
some. Yeah, tell me.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Sir, can you
Yeah,
explain the working capital assessment once more? Like,
yeah. You want to know about working capital assessment. I
right,
have
sir.
I have already given you in the form of 2 3 videos. Anyhow,
Yes.
if you want once more, we will go ahead and find
Okay,
out.
sir.
Yeah, just a minute. There are 2, 3 materials available. Some of them are very lengthy and difficult to understand, but some are easy to understand. That's why I'm. Yeah. So this is what it is. Now I request Kiran. Kiran, you are from which state? Kiran, you are from which
Yeah,
state?
I am from Vadodara, Gujarat.
Yeah, what is the degree you have done, please?
I done my BCom and MCom.
I done. You should not speak. I done. I have done.
I completed my BCom and MCom degree.
I completed is correct. Good. आपको तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं, आप हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. अच्छा जी, प्लीज रीड दिस. एवर वंडर्ड.
Ever wondered how bank decided whether to approve your business's loan for working capital? It's not just about your credit score or business plan. Banks follow specific policies and methods that have evolved significantly since India's economic liberalization in 1991. Understanding these banking policies can be difference between getting the funding you need and facing rejection. Let's divide into how
नो नो,
banks.
हेलो हेलो हेलो.
हाँ हाँ.
प्रॉपरली पढ़ो.
Let's divide
नो
into
नो,
how.
लेट अस डाइव.
Let us. Let us dive into how banks actually determine working capital needs and what this means for businesses today.
Yeah, please read. 3 pillars of working capital assessment.
Turnover methods, the sales drive approach, cash flow analysis, follow the money trail, eligible limit method, the regularity framework, RBI guidelines, the regularity compass, minimum loan components and structure, credit conversion factor for large borrowers, practical implication for business. For sir, one question मीन्स कि ये कैपिटल वर्किंग असेसमेंट है बट उसकी ये मेथड टर्नओवर बेस्ड मेथड कैश हम उसको कैसे एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं.
नीचे आता है, नीचे आता है. Yeah. Turnover method means, see, the parties will be asked to prepare a project to tell them that what will be the turnover they are expecting. Then they divide it into 4, assuming there are 4 turnovers in a year. Then out of that, 25%, 20% capital is to be given by the margin by the borrowers. Balance they will give. Normally we tell like this, if 100 is the turnover, 25, it is divided into 4 cycles, 25, then 20 bank will give, 5 the customer should bring from his hand out of the total this thing. This is how 5 should be contribution from the borrower, 20 will be given as working capital by the bank. 4 times turnover. Okay. Now, I think they are making it very cinematic. Both cinematic रखा है. Turnover based method. You please read this. If there is anything difficult, I will explain. Please read the turnover based method.
The turnover based method is perhaps the most straightforward approach banks use. This method calculated working capital needs as a percentage of company's annual turnover or projected sales. It's like a determining how much fuel you need for road trip based on the distance you plan to travel. Banks typically use formula working capital is equal to annual turnover into working capital in days divided by
No.
365.
Hello. Working capital cycle.
Working capital cycle in days divided by 365. For example, if a retail business has annual turnover of rupees 50 lakhs and working capital cycle of 60 days, the working capital requirement would be approximately 8.22 lakhs.
Mm. Yeah, this method. Mm.
This method works particularly well for businesses with predictable sales pattern and established track records. However, it may not capture the nuisance of seasonal businesses or
Nuances.
nuance nuisance of seasonal businesses or companies experiencing rapid growth or decline. Banks often use industrial benchmarks to determine appropriate percentage, recognizing that manufacturing companies might need different working capital ratios compared to the service based businesses.
Yeah. Actually, all said and done, uh, this is slightly complicated. It is not understandable. I have given one material. Let me check up. I have given in one of the folders. Yeah, I will show you this. This is coming in the folder given to you. Nothing new. It is given in the folder. In the folder, um, there are so many things available. And last one, I think I have given working capital assessment PDF. This is, of course, based on
I'm
the question answer. So now we will work it out. From this, we will be able to make out or understand what are the basic points we have to remember. In fact, in one of the videos I have given, the detail as 100 rupees, 25% is the fourth times turnover 25. Then out of that, say 5 has to be given. Out of 25, 5. That means 20% margin must be given by the borrower. Balance 80% will be given by the banker. This is what I would have told you in that. Another point to be remembered is if you watch some of the seniors videos, you will see there they will tell this method is adopted for turnover up to 2 crores. For above 2 crores, this method cannot be used. This is what they have given. Now, I would request you to follow the questions. I will read out on the screen. You please have your notebook and mark the answers. 1, 2. You please write question number. I think there may be. How many questions are this in this question paper? Anybody knows? Anybody has studied this? How many questions are there in this? Must be 20. Yeah, 20, no more than that. 25. Oh, Baba. 31, 37, 40. Oh, Baba. Good. I think then we will have full clear idea of what it is. Then this is up to 60 questions are there in this. 60 questions are there in this. 1 minute. Let me take a note of this. We will go through them. We will try to understand this paper This is not actually, you are not going to write objective question, but still this following of this will help us know how it goes about. 1 minute.
220 was fail उस time पे.
No, but even while studying this, sometimes we may have to say, go through the latest provisions. There may be some corrections they would have done later on that we will see as we come across the questions. 1 minute. Please have your notebook. And today, I think we will try to finish off 60. Yeah, we will try to finish off if possible. Maybe discussion, we will have it tomorrow if necessary. Please have your notebook. Put your question number 1 to 60. Question number 1 to 60. Please put. You will see the questions on the screen. I will also read out and tell you the answer side by side. Side by side, I will tell you the answers so that if necessary, we can discuss about it. First question, one who is good in reading. Atul, why don't you read the question?
Sure, sir. Market report regarding a borrower and about his business means. Second, just I have to be read the questions only, sir.
Yeah, question answers also.
Okay. So A, information gathered from market. B, information gathered from anyone directly or indirectly connected with the borrower. C, information gathered from traders and professionals. D, all of the above. E, A and C only.
What is
I
the
have to be
answer
given
you
the
are
answer
guessing?
also.
Atul, what is the answer you write the correct answer in your notebook. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, sir.
What is the answer you
Oh,
are marking for 1?
I think, sir, it is all of the above.
Correct. Very good. So now, if you understand this question, this will take care of the question. Say, what are the factors you have to look into before deciding about granting? So this is the information. We have to collect information from the market, from the people in the same line, etc. Good. Continue with question
Okay.
number 2.
Sure, sir. So question number 2, the renewal of credit limit for working capital is stipulated by RBI on,
Read.
I think,
Read.
okay. Okay. Question number 3, the working capital limit,
Hello, Baba.
sorry. Answer. Sorry, sir. I forget. A, half yearly basis. B, quarterly basis. C, annual basis. D, biannual. E, none of the above. I
See,
think it is a half yearly basis.
no. Actually, it is
Okay.
annual basis.
Okay.
See, earlier when I was working in the bank in the 70s, 80s of last century and all, the practice used to be we have to review the account after 6 months, but
Okay.
renew the account once in a year, that is 12 months. Same thing is being followed now also. That is 12 months. Once in a year, the account has to be renewed. It is not like once you are granted a working capital limit, you can be availing it for all the times to come. No, you have to run the business properly, show turnover. You cannot draw in one lump sum and not come to the bank for next 1 year. No. You must do everyday business. Say purchase goods, raw materials, manufacture goods, then bring it to finished goods, then sell it, then realize money, pay into the bank. That process must be done by you. Yeah, but if you are a trader, you must buy goods for the shop, keep them with you, pay for the goods you have bought, then sell them, remit every day the sales into the account. Proper transaction must be done. And in fact, banks normally keep a condition. In the case of cash credit accounts, the account must be brought to credit once in a year. Do you follow what I say? Once in a year, the account should have a balance of zero, or their money should be with the bank. It is not as if always bank will be giving money to the borrower, but seldom it is possible. People cannot make it to credit, but they expect you to bring it to lower amount, say within 1 lakh, 2 lakh, if you have borrowed 1 crore and all that. Now continue. Number 3.
Sure, sir. The working capital limit sanctioned by bank, particularly the cash credit limit, is repaid out of A. Loans from friends. B. Capital from market. C. Credit from market. D. Sale proceed of the current assets. E. Sale proceeds of fixed assets. So I think D is the answer, sir. Sale
Correct.
proceed of the current
I
assets.
have already answered this last question itself. Answer is D. Continue. 4.
Okay. So what is effect of low capital contributed by the promoters on a project viability? So there is no effect as other funds can be raised. There will be no cash generation due to low capital. The funding will be with the high debt, which will affect viability due to the higher interest. Debt equity ratios will be high. That is better for the lenders.
So the answer for this is, if you have understood the credit, that
C.
is commerce
Mhm.
properly, answer is C. The
Right,
funding will
right.
be with high debt, which will affect viability because the interest to be paid will be more. Debt equity,
Correct.
डेट ज्यादा हो गया तो आपको लाइबिलिटी कंपनी देखने से तो कैपिटल ऑल्सो इज अ लाइबिलिटी, बट when you consider its liability to others, आप debt लेने से तो if you take a debt, you have to pay interest, the company has to pay interest, then the viability of the particular project will be in problem. So the answer for 4 is C. Yeah, number 5.
Yes, sir. Which of the following is not included in capital cost of a project? A. Preliminary expenses. B. Provision on contingencies. C. Working capital margin. D. Working capital current assets. E. None of the above.
The answer is which of the
B.
following is not in the capital cost? The answer is Delhi. That is working capital,
Okay.
current account needs. Preliminary expenses will be included. Preliminary expenses means when a business is started, some expenses have to be incurred, like forming the company, advertisement for that and all that. Then provision contingencies. Contingency means anything that may happen without any notice. So, and the
So
working
it is
capital
the future
margin.
event, right, sir?
Yeah.
Contingency mean the
Contingency
uncertain event.
which may or may not happen.
Correct.
This is a very favorite question in interviews. What are contingent liabilities? Where it will be shown in the balance sheet. Contingent liabilities are those liabilities which may or may not arise, and hence this will be shown in the notes, NOTES, of the balance sheet, not inside the balance sheet. The contingent liability, it may or may not happen. After the contingency has happened, it will be shown as a liability side of the balance sheet. Very good. Next, 6th question.
Sir, may I try?
Sorry. The
Yeah.
term.
Yes, please.
Sir, may I try reading?
Acha, you want to read? Yes, please read. Number 6, read.
Oh, sure, sir. The term gross working capital represents option A, current assets and fixed assets. B, current assets less than current liabilities. Current assets is less than current liabilities. Working capital requirement after deduction of margin. And the option D, current assets. Option E, current liabilities.
See, the gross working capital means current assets. Full assets, current assets. Current assets means what? An asset which can be converted into cash. This question will be asked for Central Bank of India students because they are all non-commerce graduate. They will ask simple question. What do you mean by current asset? What do you mean by current liability? What do you understand by balance sheet? What is profit and loss account? What is trading account? What is a trial balance? These are small questions, simple questions for non-commerce graduates. Nowadays, they have started asking even in probationary officer interview for engineering candidates. They ask what is a balance sheet? What is a capital? Like this, they will be asking. So the answer for sixth question is D, current assets. Now go to seventh.
Which of the following requirements of a borrower are met out by way of cash credit account? Option A, non-current assets. Option B, working capital. Option C, fixed assets. D, all of the above. E, none of the above.
What is the answer, Valarmati? What is the answer for this seventh question? Valarmati is there or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now please read that question 7 once again and answer me for this.
Which of the following requirements of a borrower are met out by way of cash credit account? Options: non-current assets, working capital, fixed assets, all the above, none of the above.
I think it's option D, sir.
The answer is option B, working capital. See, cash credit means what? See, in the now listen, all of you, those who are non-commerce graduates, listen carefully. Banks, they give two types of famous funding. One, term loan. Term loan means banks will disburse the loan amount in one installment. The borrower has to repay in installments to the bank. For example, you are buying a car, you are buying a house. Their bank cannot be giving you a piece, excepting where you are constructing a house, you can give it in piece. But you are buying a car, the bank has to give the full amount to you. They will deduct a margin amount from you, 10% or 15%. Balance 85 rupees bank will give and remit it as 100 rupees to the car company. Car company will deliver the car to you. They will register the hypothecation in favor of the bank in the books of the RC book or registered certification book. So that is one thing. That is term loan. Education loan also term loan, but in installments. First year fees, second year fees, like that. But another famous type of advance is known as overdraft or cash credit. See, there is one type of overdraft that is very famous. Overdraft against property. There is a property worth 1 crore. The owner wants some 50 lakhs advance for his business purposes. So what he can do, he can go and take an overdraft limit, giving his house under mortgage. And this overdraft limit will be given to the customer. The customer has to, he is not paying interest on the full 50 lakhs. If he is drawing 5 lakhs on the first day, he will pay interest on only 5 lakhs. Second day, he is remitting 2 lakhs into the account. That means balance is only 3 lakhs. So for the third day onwards, he will be charged interest on 3 lakhs only. So that which money you are actually drawing, only you are going to pay interest. So this is OD against property. But in the case of business, companies need money for buying raw materials, manufacturing goods, then arranging for sale, then recovery. So such a fund is known as working capital. And that working capital is given by banks in the form of cash credit account. Note it carefully. Cash credit account. Cash credit account is a working capital facility. It is like overdraft. A limit will be granted to you and you can avail based on the stock statement you are giving. In the case of cash credit accounts, they will ask for a stock statement from you. Supposing you are giving a stock statement of 10 lakhs, margin is 25 lakhs. Now you will be having a limit known as drawing power. Please note down, non-commerce graduates, note down. First point is sanctioned limit. 10 lakhs limit cash credit, sanctioned limit, margin 25%. Whatever stock statement you are giving, from that 25% will be deducted. Imagine you are giving a stock statement of 6 lakhs only, deduct a 25% margin. Now your drawing power is less 25% is equal to 4.5 lakhs only. You cannot ask the bank to give 10 lakhs. Sir, you have sanctioned limit of 10 lakhs, but your stock statement is only 6 lakhs. So I will give you drawing power is only 4.5 lakhs. So this is working capital, where for working capital, cash credit limits are granted, sanctioned limits are given, stock statements are taken every month, and drawing powers are arrived, and the party is allowed to draw the funds. Supposing in a month where party has been sanctioned 10 lakhs limit, he is giving a stock statement of 8 lakhs only, drawing power is 6 lakhs, but if the balance in the account is 7 lakhs, it is an out of order account. It is an out of order account, which will be considered as, say, NPA. Similarly, a borrower is not giving stock statement for 3 months continuously, then also it will be considered as an NPA. So the answer for 7th question is B, working capital. Now continue, number 8.
Margin money
Margins maintained.
maintained
Now Ashwin was reading. Ashwin, read.
margin maintained by the bank on the securities depends on what? The price fluctuations, option A. Option B, credit reputation of the party. Option C, RBI's bank's own guidelines for certain securities. D, all of the above. Sir, I think
Normally when in such this is not exam paper, this is only guidance paper. So in such papers, whenever you get all of the above, mostly all of the above will be the answer. Margin, say bank will keep a margin, but nowadays banks want to keep a very lenient stand. They keep less margin, 10%, 15% and all, because we want to increase the money supply. We want to revive the economy. Now continue, number 9.
okay. In term loan, appraisal for the aspects are required to be looked in what? Management competence. Option B, technical feasibility. Option C, economic viability. Option D, financial viability. Option E, all of the above.
Answer is all of the above. This don't think we are discussing only about working capital. All These questions carry information which will help you to answer question what are the factors you will be looking into before granting limits to the parties. In this case, they say we will check up management competence, technical feasibility, economic viability, and financial viability. Both are same. Anyhow, doesn't matter. Continue. Number 10. At the time of,
Some other person can read.
yeah, Valarmati, please read.
Yes, sir. At the time of renewal of working capital limit, Mrs. Barbara Enterprises
No,
utilization of funds on a long
no, no. Why you are reading in it? Now start reading properly. There was some internet gap. Read properly.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. At the time of renewal of working capital limits by your branch, the loan officer observed that Mrs. Barbara Enterprises utilization of funds on a long-term basis is 80% of the long-term sources during the year. Which among the following would be the result of this kind of financial management? The current liabilities would increase, the current assets would decline, the current ratio and NWC would decline, the current ratio and NWC would improve. None of the above.
Please think about this. Here, Barbara Enterprise utilization of funds on long-term basis is 80% of the long-term sources during the year. Which among the following would result of this kind of financial management? The answer is the current ratio and net working capital would improve. T, because some portion of the long-term source has been brought into the working capital. So that means the the working capital will be availability will be more. Very good. Continue. Number 11.
A, a business firm, while accounting for stocks, with the finalization of its balance sheet, has to ensure that these are valued at cost price if market price is lower, market price if cost price is lower, cost or market price whichever lower, realizable value of the stock, any of the above.
The answer is given as D, realizable. But seldom companies do that. They won't go and tell, now my car is worth only 2 lakhs, though I bought it for 10 lakhs. 2 years have lapsed. They will apply only depreciation and show it as 8 lakhs that way only. But theoretically, the answer is realizable value of stock. Continue. 12.
In the first method of lending, as recommended by Tandon Committee, the net working capital requirement is 25% of working capital gap, total current required, working capital required, current liabilities, total assets.
This method, Tandon Committee first method, is not used nowadays. When that was in use, the answer for that is A, working capital gap. Continue. Number 13.
Which among the following is not examined by the bank when renewing the working capital limit in favor of a borrower? Whether the terms of the previous loan have been compiled with, whether the sales have been routed to the account, whether the repayment of term loans sanctioned along with the working capital is being made regularly, whether the sales estimated at the time of sanction have been achieved, none of them.
What is the answer, Valarmati? It's only guess. If you want, read the question once again. Tell me.
Yes, sir, I want to read it once again.
Yeah. So this is the
Which
problem
among
of this is the problem for engineering students who are not familiar with the terminologies. Doesn't matter. Please read.
which among the following is not examined by the bank while renewing the working capital limit in favor of a borrower? whether the terms of the previous loan have been complied with, whether the sales have been routed to the accounts, whether the repayment of term loan sanction along with the working capital is being made regularly, whether the sales estimated at the time of sanction have been achieved. See options, please.
No, the answer is or none of the above. Everything has to be checked by us. Everything must be checked by us before giving any facility. That is, whether the terms of previous loan has been complied, whether sales has been, we expect the bank to route all the sales through the bank. Then whether repayment of term loan along with working capital is being made regularly. Everything we have to check before considering renewal of the limit. Number 14.
Why a banker should keep margin? There can be fluctuation in the price of security uh, due to application of interest. The debt pressure on the borrower goes on increasing. With the passage of time, its value may deplete. All of the above, none of the above.
The answer is all of the above. This is a very favorite question for central bank students, candidates, where they will ask you why banks are retaining margin. It is for all these reasons. One, the value of it will come down. There can be fluctuation in price, and due to application of interest, debt pressure of borrower, that is not required. Simply tell the price of it may vary and there can be depreciation. As a result of that, its realizable value will be less. That is why banks are asking for margin. Number 15, please read.
While sanctioning credit facilities to their borrowers, the bankers calculate a number of ratios. Which of the following ratios is more relevant for sanction of term loan?
Mm,
Debit equity ratio, means
mm,
return on investment, debt
mm.
service coverage ratio, current ratio, return on equity.
This is, of course, non-commerce students will not understand. The answer for this is a debt service coverage ratio. Whether the company is able to get profits or produce profits to an extent that it can repay its liabilities, periodical liabilities. Supposing a company takes 10 crore term loan, it has to repay every year, every month, probably 50, every year, let us say, one, if they take 1 crore, they have to repay along with it, apart from interest, 10 lakhs. Whether the company is getting profit more than 10 lakhs so that they can repay the loan properly. That will be tested in debt service coverage ratio. What is the profit earned by the company divided by amount to be repaid by the company? Could you follow this? So that is known as debt service coverage ratio. This is an important point in the case of term loans. Now continue. Next one. Here there may be some changes because now definition of micro etc. has changed. But whether what is this question? I don't know. Let us read this. A micro.
A micro and small enterprise has been sanctioned working capital limit against the actual level of stock, which normally remains around 30% of the annual sales. The annual sales of rupees 100 lakh. What should be the value of insurance policy if the limit is rupees 22.50 lakh by maintaining 25% margin on stocks?
This is
Rupees
the
22
question.
point,
This is the question for working capital. Read.
rupees 22.50 lakh. That is the amount of sanction limit.
Mm,
Rupees 22.50 lakh plus 10% to be on the sale. Rupees 30
mm.
lakh. That is the value of the stocks.
Hmm.
Rupees 30 lakh plus 10% of the value. Average of the bank limit and value of the stock.
Yeah, Atul, can you answer this question? 16. Atul is there or
Sure,
not?
sir.
Number
Yeah, I am here
16.
only, sir.
Yeah.
Mhm. So it is around, I think, A answer, sir. 22.50. That is the amount of sanction.
Wrong, because the answer is
Okay.
C. They
Sir,
say
Okay.
they say that 30% of the annual sale will be normally maintained as stock. Total sales is 100 lakhs. 30% of that is 30 lakhs. So they have to maintain C. They have to take a policy for C. Atul.
Sure, sir. So a business
Okay.
firm has been
No,
sanctioned.
no, no.
Shall I
No, no,
read?
I'm not asking you to read it. I told you the answer. I told you the answer, Atul.
Sure, sir. I
30
understand. I
lakhs.
understand, sir.
Yeah. Now we will go to Rohan Chaudhary if he is alive. Sorry, if he is awake there. Rohan Chaudhary.
Yes, sir.
Up, up. Because some people, they will switch off on and then sleep. ऐसा नहीं होना है.
Hmm.
17 पढ़ लीजिए. A
Okay.
business firm.
A business firm has been sanctioned working capital limits of rupees 6 lakhs at 25% margin by bank and book debt limit of 4 lakhs at 50% margin. What will be the margin requirement avail the limit fully? 4 lakhs, option A, option B 5 lakhs, option C 6 lakhs, option D 6.5 lakhs, option E 8 lakhs.
A business firm has been sanctioned working capital limits of 6 lakhs at 25% margin by the bank and book debt limit of rupees 4 lakh at 50% margin. What will be the total margin requirement to avail the limit fully? The answer is given as C, 6 lakhs.
6
Because
lakhs.
for 6 lakhs limit, 25% margin means it should be 8 lakhs. Only if it is 8 lakhs, they can take 6 lakhs. So for that, 2 lakhs extra margin they should have. And towards this debt limit, 4 lakhs, for getting that, they have to maintain 50% margin. That is only if they have 8 lakhs book debts, they will be given 4 lakhs. So for that, they have to maintain 4 lakhs. So here 2 lakhs, there 4 lakhs, total 6 lakhs. It's only a theoretical question, or mostly it is a written test question. Were you getting some such questions in your written test? Yes or no? Punjab National Bank people? Punjab
Yes,
National,
sir.
you were having some questions like this. Acha, very good.
Yes.
Chaudhary, please continue. Number 18.
A medium term loan is repayable in option A 5 to 7 years, option B 3 to 7 years, option C 7 to 10 years, option D more than 10 years, and option E none of the above.
Here it is given as 3 to 7 years. Sometimes it may differ from bank to bank also. A short term loan is one which is less than 3 years. And medium term loan, here it is given as 3 to 7. Above 7, they call it as long term loan. I'm not sure about it because some banks it may differ also. Now continue with 19.
Sir,
An
so
MSc
one doubt,
unit
sir.
with projected turnover of rupees
Yes.
30 lakhs approaches your branch.
Hmm. Approaches a MSc unit projected turnover of 30 lakhs approaches your branch. Continue.
For sanctioning working capital limits, what will be the amount of working capital to be assessed for the firm?
Please read the question
Option A.
properly. What will be the
What will be the minimum amount of working capital
Working capital.
to be assessed for the firm?
hmm, 19.
Option
Yeah.
A,
See, this.
rupees.
Hmm.
Sorry,
What are
sorry.
the
Continue.
answers? Yeah. Continue, Rohan Chaudhary.
Okay, option A, rupees 6 lakhs. Option B, 1.5 lakhs. Option C, 15 lakhs or more. Option D, 7.5 lakhs. Option E, rupees 5 lakhs or more.
Atul, here only your question is answered. This is
Yeah.
turnover method. In the case of
Right.
turnover method, they will be sanctioned 25% of the turnover. Assuming
Correct.
we agree for the turnover, we have to go through the previous history and possibilities and then decide if that is okay, then 25% of that. So 7.50 lakh,
7.5 lakh.
yeah, that will be the limit granted for this. Could you understand first method? Working capital, sorry, turnover method. What is the turnover? 25% of it will be given, assuming the turnover to be 4 times in a year. Okay. Yeah. Next, number Chaudhary, number 20, last question. Please read.
A bank branch has contracted the following business during the last 1 year. Which among these cannot be classified as non-fund based credit business? Option A, issued letters of credit on behalf of two important customers. Option B, confirmed letters of credit on the request of from a foreign bank. Option C, issued forward contracts on behalf of an exporter and an importer for purchase and sale of foreign exchange. Option D, given guarantee on behalf of customer. Option E, none of the above.
See, actually, the question in the case of banks, we give two types of limit. One is fund based, where bank has to shell out the money either by issuing demand draft or by giving cash, whatever it is, or by making payment to the seller. Another way is non-fund based. That is, money will not go out of the bank at this stage. It will go only if that contingency happens. For example, when we issue a guarantee, only if the borrower is failing to perform his duty and the government will ask the bank to pay, then only the money has to be paid. Such type of limits known as letters of credit or the guarantees are known as non-fund based limits. Why banks do this business? When they do this business, they will get commission on guarantees issued, commission on letter of credit issued. Not only that, for issuing that, they will take margin. For example, in some cases, they do take 100% guarantee. That means they will take deposit of 10 lakhs from the party and then issue a guarantee limit for 10 lakhs to the government and still charge guarantee fees. That is why banks are doing this. One, they get additional funds. Two, they get income, non-fund based income. So this is what it is now, right now. I will stop the class with this. We will continue tomorrow at 7 p.m. Maybe tomorrow we will continue on the same line. We will finish off this paper so that we will know what is the way working capital limit is run. Atul, I would suggest you are searching the links I have already provided, wherein there is a video, separate video for working capital limit calculation. Please go through that. You will have an idea about it, but still we will go through this tomorrow. Or if in the
Yes,
meantime
sir.
I come across that, I will share them in our group also. I am sharing so many things. Boys are not reading. You are not reading, understanding it. That is the problem. I understand your problem because you are not a commerce student. थोड़ा follow करना मुश्किल है. But आपको they will ask broad questions. How working capital limits are. But you are MBA, na, Atul?
Yes, sir.
Then you must answer, Baba. You must be in
Yeah.
a.
So, but sir, the thing is that because in the exam we not have too much time. Sorry, in the interview we not have too much time, right, to answer the working capital assessment. So in two, 3 lines, suppose we answer. So how to answer this question? Like the working capital, it is like to borrow money to needs a daily operation, like the purchasing of raw materials, or for the paying to employers, or covering the other short-term expenses. Right. So we can say it is the
You are telling
it is
correctly.
calculated for the
You are
it
describing
is
it correctly. This will do. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you.
Sir,
okay, sir.
one doubt, sir. 18th question.
Yeah. Tell me, Ashwin, Avinash. Yeah.
18th questionல banks அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க சார். Depending upon the bank.
What புரியல?
Can we tell like
Which one?
that depending upon 18th?
18. None of the above போட முடியாது. But since this material has been prepared for Punjab National Bank, probably the answer B is correct.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sir.
And I think one person joined just now, and I have to share the materials to you. I don't know, some girl or boy, I don't know. That is 97504. I will share
Yes,
it
sir.
now. Yeah, I will share it now.
Okay,
Abhi,
sir. Thank you.
share kar de. Thank you.
Sir.
Yeah. Yes, tell me.
Working capital வந்து தமிழ்ல சொல்லி தருவீங்களா சார் நாளைக்கு?
இல்லம்மா, டே டு டே செலவுக்காக. அதாவது
இல்ல சார், ஒர்க்கிங் கேபிட்டல் வந்து கொஞ்சம் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட் ஆகல சார். இதெல்லாம் தமிழ்ல சொல்லி தர முடியுமா?
இல்ல, அதான் சொல்றேன். அதாவது ஒவ்வொரு நாள் செலவு நிறுவனம் நடத்துவதற்காக தேவைப்படும் பணம் பேரு ஒர்க்கிங் கேபிட்டல். ஒரு கம்பெனி நடத்தணும்னா கம்பெனி வாடகை கொடுக்கணும், தண்ணி சார்ஜ் கொடுக்கணும், அப்புறம் லேபர் சார்ஜ் கொடுக்கணும், பொருள் வாங்கணும், கரண்ட் கொடுக்கணும், இதெல்லாம் அப்புறம் மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்ணணும். அது எல்லாத்துக்கும் எவ்வளவு செலவாகும், அதுதான் ஒர்க்கிங் கேபிட்டல். புரிஞ்சுதா?